On? I think it's on. Hey, what's up? We're live. I'm still at Ricer Ranch. Today's my last day, so I thought we'd live stream. Let's see if it's... Redbeard's live right now.
What's up, Redbeard?
What's up, Redbeard? Wish you were down here.
I'm sure he's not watching.
We're up here. I know he's not watching. Why isn't it showing up on mine? There's the comments. Why isn't it showing up on mine?
You have to go on a different account.
No.
Let me see if it shows up on mine. It's good. No.
I got comments.
There it is.
How are you guys?
Hey, what's up? There's the... Okay, there's everybody.
Do you want to try to move it closer or anything?
Should we? Is it too far away? Let us know.
Better times on the phone. You just did.
I just did. All right. I don't want to spoil too much for the next video, but I did. I found some local bigger tires, same size, just more aggressive tread. I put them on the back of the dune buggy. Kind of was a nightmare to get them on. I kind of had to do a lot because I only had a crowbar to take them off. I kind of screwed them up. Then they wouldn't hold air. Then I tried putting inner tubes in them. I popped 3 inner tubes. And then I just took them to Walmart, and then they did it. So that's the next video that's coming out probably this Sunday. But yeah. Hey, from Canada, from Dog Johnson. Alright. Does anybody have any questions? How's the bike ride? The motorcycle? I haven't ridden it yet. I don't want to run it too much because I really want to do an oil change. The oil looks kind of black, unfortunately, so I really want to do an oil change. I thought about driving it. I'm hoping you're talking about the motorcycle that if you saw my Instagram. I haven't driven it yet. I'm not really sure if anything's broken or anything like that. I really haven't looked it over. But yeah, I'm not honestly not really sure what to do with that thing. I'm not really sure what to do with it because I'm really tempted. I know I can get a used gas tank for $100 on Amazon. Plastics are $250, and then I need a headlight. I need new handlebars. So I think I can fix it up and ride it for under $1,000. But the thing is, I need to figure out if the title is in my name because how does all that work?
He's gonna mail it to you.
He's mailing me the title, but I need to make sure the title's in my name. So therefore, if I did want to fix up that... For those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, who don't follow me on Instagram, I recently bought... We went to Cycle Salvage, was that?
Yep.
Yeah. Cycle Salvage, and I bought a 2008 Kawasaki Ninja 650R motorcycle. And, yeah, that's... I'm really excited about that thing. It runs, it's wrecked, it's totaled, but it runs. All that's really wrong with it is the plastics are mashed up on the left side, the gas tank's mashed in, and the handlebars are really bent. Other than that, it works great, it runs, and...
They're having a little bit of a hard time hearing you.
Really?
That's what you said. I saw that.
Voice.
Audio.
I'm kind of shouting. Can't hear...
Let's move it a little bit closer.
Move it a little closer?
Yeah, see if you can bring it down a little bit and put it right there.
Alright, hopefully the phone doesn't fall.
It seems like it's looking that way too much. Yeah.
Does that look better? Hopefully that's better.
Yeah.
That's... Oops.
That looks better.
Does that look better? Can you guys hear me better?
You're
Hopefully.
not in the picture. Oh, wait a second.
Yep. No, it's good.
Okay.
No, there's a good.
Yeah, he couldn't even ride it today if he wanted to. It's just snow everywhere out
Yeah,
here.
it's snowing like crazy today, and we actually just finished riding over in the field, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. Still sounds like you're 50 feet away. Is the camera mic?
Somebody said it's working fine now.
Maybe this
Yeah,
is.
There's always like one person that
Where's the
probably
speaker?
turns
Or the
volume up. I think they're on the bottom, so it should be fine.
right here? Hopefully it's not hidden.
Just crank up your volumes.
Yeah, just
Loud and quiet. Loud and quiet.
Loud than quiet. Then that sounds like a internet issue. Audio's going in and out. You're in and out. Why do you weld in a wooden shed? Because I don't have a decent shop. I'm working with what I have. All right. I know it's a danger. I know the dangers of welding in a wooden shed. Hasn't burned down yet. So, plus I have fire extinguishers everywhere. So, and I always make sure I don't weld in there and then go walk away for 2 hours. I always make sure I stay in there.
So you burned down Carol's she shed.
Hmm?
So it was you that burned down Carol's she shed, huh?
What is it with
No.
you, Reese Diesel? All I see are you whining and complaining every single video.
Where?
I don't get it. Like, all that dude does is whine and complain.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll be posting a new video on the Quad Racers channel tomorrow.
You should try reversing
Reversing the V-tread.
reversing the V-tread, huh? I didn't think about that. I haven't tried that yet. I have never thought about that, but I did get more better tires. They're not, still not perfect, but they have more aggressive tread, and that's going to be in the next video of that.
Kramer's on vacation.
Yeah,
Kramer and the Hagler down south.
yeah. I'm not really reading all the comments.
The yellow go-kart is a 340 Jag engine. Came out of the snowmobile, obviously. It's pretty sweet.
That thing launches. We've been actually doing races, and I've lost every time. My dune buggy, it's really not that powerful. It doesn't run that well. I can't really seem to. I know you guys keep saying, need to rev it out more, need to rev it, but it just doesn't like to be, revved that much, and it's just it's not really running right. I'm running stock carburetors on pod filters and homemade mufflers, so I'm getting a lot more airflow than the carburetors used to, and I haven't really tuned it at all, so I really want to do that. So.
Wolf Diesel Jason. I think someone asked about your Cummins.
Oh dear.
What's all done to your Cummins?
Nothing. It's under warranty. It's stock. I'm not cool like you guys.
Well, tell me about your other one.
Another one. It's just nothing but a straight pipe, intake, and a Smarty. Nothing special.
Do you still have the outsider squads? Oh yeah, yeah. We had one of them out tonight.
Yeah. How fast will the cart go? How fast does yours go?
We're gonna save that for the video.
Yeah,
you guys
that's
are saving
to be announced. We got the top speed on
You guys
video.
are gonna be
though.
surprised. We told you.
Yep,
Yeah.
we
told you guys.
Yeah.
Everybody who ripped on the rice buggy, we're gonna see in tomorrow's video.
Mine doesn't go that fast, unfortunately. It takes a long time to get up
Well,
to speed.
that's not true either. When you changed the gearing, that helped out a little bit.
When I changed the gearing, it helped out, but I still haven't topped it out yet because while we were racing, it was snowing like crazy. The roads were starting to get covered, and I was kind of sliding around a little bit, going up, 5th and 6th gear, not topping it out, and I just didn't want to crash it. I didn't want to flip right now because that thing doesn't have seat belts. So if I flip it, I'm flying out, and that thing's probably rolling over me.
Colin asked, "What's the bike that we got? The black one, the Katana 600. We had got that from Hometown Scooters, probably 5 months ago. So I saw you ask, is that the Gasman's bike? No, but he does have the same one.
Stone Bacchio, huge fan of you and Penny. Love watching the videos. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have you considered a 4-wheel drive cart? Yes, I have. I've been trying to figure out how I could make something like that work. Really, the only way I could figure out how to make are you talking about 4-wheel drive or 4-engine drive? If you're talking about a 4-wheel drive, the only way I could do that is with a ton of CV joints and just run sprockets from the front to the back. That would I would need a really big engine for that. I do want to do that eventually.
We actually kind of came across something interesting
So-
yesterday.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but something I saw was the
This is the Polaris Trail Boss.
The
Their old
Polaris-
chain drive, 4-wheel drive quads.
yeah. I want to get a quad that already has 4-wheel drive, get the engine, and reposition everything. So basically, take a 4-wheel drive quad, lengthen all the tire, dimensions, lengthen it this, width-wise and all that stuff, and basically just make a 4-wheel drive go-kart that way, because that would be the easiest. It already has all the components, all the, CV joints that work perfectly, and that's the easiest way that I can think of to build some kind of 4-wheel drive go-kart. But then it's like, how do I make the suspension work? And that's something I definitely want to do. What is the King quad? Is that what it is?
That was Polaris Trail Boss.
Polaris Trail Boss.
It was
Yeah.
an old chain drive. They had a chain that went up to the front, and there was like an intermediate jack shaft. It's pretty cool stuff. Somebody asked, they want to know what made you two get into YouTube.
You want to go first, or?
For me, it was just I always have watched these channels upload videos, and I wanted to do that because I started working on mini bikes and building stuff. So I always just I know my first videos are not great at all. I don't really care, but I just uploaded stuff, started uploading stuff, and I kept on going. I think it's been 5 years since I started my channel, and it's just a constant thing of you just need to keep uploading. You can take a break every now and again, but it's like, if your channel doesn't explode like, certain channels, don't give up, don't quit. It's just, it always takes time for, some channels to get up to 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah. I guess what started ours was I was making videos since high school. Like, I always loved making short films and always had a passion for making videos. And then me and my buddies were just hanging out, doing fun, cool stuff, just like you guys. And I just started filming it. We filmed as a group, and yeah, that's sort of how Quad Racer started.
Everybody's saying their audio's going in and out. If our audio's going in and out, I don't. There's really nothing we can do. I mean, it may be your connection, it may be our connection.
I don't get the louder and then quiet. Like, how's it-
Hey, shout out to Etard Adventures, by the way.
Oh yeah, Bubsification.
Yep.
Yeah. Is he in here?
Go check those guys out. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They-
Nice. Someone asked me, Mark Birchfield, how can I get one of your 2-speed transmission setups? Unfortunately, I'm not making them to sell them. I have thought about starting to make them and sell them, but really, they're so finicky, and so you have to tune them perfectly, otherwise they won't want to shift. If the engine is under load, if the transmission is under load, it will not shift, and they take forever to make. I haven't perfected them yet. That's the thing. I haven't really perfected it. I want to figure out an easier design on how to make something like that. So once I really start perfecting them and they start working better, then I may start selling them. I may not. I'm not really sure. But that's something I have thought about. Is a lot of people have been asking me if I can sell those things. Just right now, I'm not selling them because it takes me right now like a couple weeks to make one, just because I don't really have. I actually just recently bought a vertical mill. I haven't uploaded the video yet because I haven't finished the video, but I think maybe 3 weeks ago I finally bought a vertical mill. I bought the Grizzly G0759, which has the digital readout. It has a 7.5 by some size table. It's a decent size mill. I've already blown the fuses twice, and I've been playing around with that thing, and I really like it. Have you considered getting a 3D printer to make some parts? 3D printed parts, I don't think would be strong enough for go-karts. Like, I've had the idea of getting a massive 3D printer and 3D printing like body panels, but I can't afford a massive 3D printer, and I don't have time to figure one out. Do do I have merch? Are you asking me? Yes, I do have merch. I have rather be welding t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, or short sleeve shirts, hoodies, stickers, even mugs, and they're all on this website Teespring. If you go on my videos, my recent videos, I've put a link in the description below to where you can find these t-shirts, and yeah, they're pretty good quality. And what does that say? Yeah, the t-shirts are pretty good quality, so yeah, definitely go check that out. How about a trike? I've made too many trikes, and really, I want to make another one, just because they're a lot of fun to make. They're a lot of fun to drive too, especially. I know everybody loves drift trikes, but they're not really that fun to drive. All you really can do is drift. I like going top speed and just going as fast as possible, and normal trikes with normal wheels in the back, they're a lot of fun to drive because you're super low to the ground. You know, they're like a very small go-kart, and I've made a couple of those, and I actually still have the frames. Any bike builds coming up? For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I recently bought a 2008 Kawasaki Ninja 650R motorcycle. I bought it totaled over at Cycle Salvage, yes, and I think I didn't I pay like $1,000 for it. Super good deal, and yeah, more videos on that coming soon.
We should build something that's street legal.
I've thought about that. I've thought about something street legal, but then it would have to have I know Redbeard, he did a street legal mini bike, and so I don't want to do a street legal mini bike because that's copying. I've thought about trying to street legal some big buggy that I make with a motorcycle engine, but I have no idea how I would get that done. The laws where I live are kind of really strict with that stuff, and I would have to have it, you know, everything checked out. I'd have to make sure it has every, you know, brakes all around, wheel wells, everything, and I don't know. It's something I definitely do want to do. I just haven't done it yet.
Penny, if they want to know about the CRF 250.
I just saw that one. Yeah, it's going good. The engine, all the motor work just got done. I got to go pick up the motor, and then yeah, just put it back in the bike. Buy a couple other things I need for the frame, like swing arm bushings and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going good. Motor just got done.
There's still more comments. I can't hear you that well.
Where's your microphone at? Up there?
Where? Yeah.
Huh.
So it's over there. So I guess we are using my phone. Unfortunately, my laptop. I can't figure out how to live stream on my laptop. So if you guys can't hear us, we're sorry. We're trying to speak up. So
Someone wants me to get an ATC.
We just looked at one yesterday.
Yeah, we looked at one yesterday, but I think we need a two-stroke one. Big old two-stroke one, not a little four-stroke ATC.
I kind of wanted one of them amphibious things too that we were talking about a while back.
That'd
Yeah.
be sweet.
That'd be cool. One of them like 6-wheel drive deals. Like a mini
Yeah.
shirt. It's like a mini
Yeah.
shirt.
Some people want to know your Insta. I saw what's your Insta question a couple times.
my Instagram is same as my YouTube channel. It's just rather space B welding. I think it's a lowercase b this time. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. And I definitely try to upload like behind the scenes footage on Instagram and stuff like that. I try to upload as much as possible without spoiling too much.
Bubsification. He said the
Shout
rice
out to
carter's looking good.
Bubsification.
Yeah, Yama Dog will be ready soon. Yeah, I was wondering how that thing's going.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Bubsification. Ricecart looks good. Yamadog will be ready soon.
Yeah, we've
Nice.
been getting it out there in the field today. Rice
Yeah.
cart's running good,
Yeah.
decent, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
My dune buggy is not really running that great, unfortunately. It's for some reason it's not starting now. The starter button doesn't do anything. I think the solenoid went bad or something. Maybe the fuse in there went bad or something. But unfortunately, the way I have all the wiring set up, that little box next to the battery probably has some water in it. So that's, you know, kind of unfortunate.
Thank you, Tim Brown. Shout out to him.
Where is he? Sorry, I'm not. I'm.
No, it's not a donation, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
I'm not
got
really
a
reading
couple
all the
people
comments.
Where's the
Uh,
lifted go kart?
Lifted go kart. It's I still have it. It's outside. It's not doesn't have a tarp over it, so it's been rusting real bad. I've been wanting to rebuild that thing, and I've been trying to figure out how I want to rebuild it. I had an idea of taking possibly the Honda CBR motorcycle engine and putting that in the lifted go kart. That would make it something where it'd be like totally not practical to drive at all, but it would definitely be a lot of fun and definitely something very unique. Just because you know, your camera's cutting in and out. That's
They want to know if you got any night riding footage as well.
I do have a lot of night riding footage. I haven't uploaded it yet. I'm probably going to. I'm probably going to make 2 different night riding videos just because the one we filmed today was probably enough for one video, and then I have a lot. I have a lot of like random footage, random riding footage. Etard Adventures, Tar Squad supports quad racers.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All the audio and video looks fine to me.
Does it?
Yeah, I was listening to it.
So it may be your connection. I don't know. Maybe.
We do got a little snowstorm going on. So.
Yeah. We got some snow coming, and so it may be that. I don't know.
That phone's on the Wi-Fi, right?
Hopefully. It should
Okay.
be.
Cellular might. Okay.
I don't think it would be on if it was on cellular. My cellular sucks. What was I talking about? The lifted? Or
Yeah, you're lifted go kart.
lifted. I was talking about lifted go kart. Then I was talking about riding. So I definitely have a lot of footage of a lot of random footage that I'm going to be uploading, and like night riding, just random clips and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try and upload that within the week, but still keep on top of the normal Sunday uploads.
You should make a 4x4 tandem mower by splicing 2 mowers together. Like a tandem tractor.
How would I do that?
I don't know.
Like side by side?
Yeah, I guess side by side. I want to make a limo quad now. I saw somebody comment that in the live stream we did the other night. I think a limo quad would be sweet. Take 2 frames and chop them in half, connect them together.
Where's Kramer?
It's on vacation.
On vacation? Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't meet him when I was up here.
Where's Loudmouth Kramer was how it was worded.
Yeah. I tried to be nice.
You should make an electric go-kart using a Nissan Leaf. Oh, a Nissan Leaf motor.
Nissan Leaf.
Are they really? Oh, sorry.
So I've definitely tried, or I've thought about making an electric go-kart. It's just the thing is, when it comes to electric stuff, the price triples. The electric motor that I wanted to get was like 5 horsepower. It was like $400. The electric controller, whatever, I would need to run that motor was like $1,000. Then all the batteries that I would need would be like over $2,000. And
There's people who've done it using alternators.
alternator,
Yeah, they take an alternator and they rewire it, turn it back into the motor.
The thing is, I don't know a single thing about electronics at all. I'm horrible with wiring. I'm horrible with electronics, so I probably wouldn't be able to figure something like that out. I'd probably have to bring someone else in. I'll build the frame. I'll build the go-kart, attach the electric motor, and probably have them wire everything up. That's probably the only way I'd be able to do it. Look up tandem mower. We will after this. Make a full-size V8 dune buggy with 2 seats. I definitely want to start working on bigger stuff. It's just unfortunately my shop, my shed that I'm working out of, I just don't have room right now. I'm planning on in the springtime buy my own property and build my own shop. I'm hoping I can do that this spring, but right now I'm just having to, save up as much money as possible for that. So hopefully I'll be able to have my own bigger shop one day, and then I can start working on much bigger and much better projects. I definitely something I do really want to do is I want to take an old beat up, either a Ford Ranger or a Chevy S10 that's a 4-wheel drive, decent sized motor. I want to strip everything down, just leave it with the guts, you know, engine, transmission, and drive system, and then build my own chassis and frame and put that in there. That's something I want to do. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do something like that. I know people have, you know, taken Ford Rangers and S10s and like modded them out, take the whole top body off and build a roll cage. I want to build the whole frame from scratch and just use the guts of the truck. I think that would be really cool if I could do that. And that would be 2 seats or 4 seats. Or 3 seats, maybe one in the back facing backwards, like PUBG.
Someone wants to know if you have a tack on your go-kart.
A tachometer on. I do have a tachometer for the dune buggy. Unfortunately, the cord is like almost like 2.5 feet long, so I can't really I can't install it on the dashboard. I used to have it like behind the seat. So I do have a tachometer. I can't find anywhere that sells or makes tachometer lines because it's not electronic. It's like a wire-driven tachometer on the GS500, and I can't find anybody that makes or sells a longer cord that I can make it so where I can have the tachometer on there. So I do have one. I can't install it without installing it behind the seat, which is useless.
Ethan, I think that's the kid who won the SSR. He said SSR running good. I think his
Yeah.
name was Ethan. Shout out to you, Ethan, if you're in here. So, yeah, I'm glad
You eat food out of cans. Yes, our dinner was, mine was baked beans.
Those are the
And-
best can.
I think his was SpaghettiOs.
No, that's my favorite can.
Yeah, that's our favorite can.
Yes.
Yeah. GS500 dune buggy 4-wheel drive. It'd be cool to do. I definitely wouldn't do it with the GS500 just because the frame's done. To be able to make that thing 4-wheel drive, I would completely have to redesign everything. So it wouldn't be practical to turn the GS500 into that. I would probably, if I was going to do that, I'd probably just build something from scratch with a bigger engine because the GS500 isn't really that powerful. Even though it does have 52 horsepower stock, brand new, it's not really. It's the frame weighs a lot. I think it has to weigh around 800. You know, it's kind of a lot for something that small. So.
Somebody wants to know if you're still doing a build with Chevy axles.
Yes, I did buy those Chevy axles for the Honda CBR. I decided not going with the Chevy axles. I actually bought, I believe it was S10, Chevy S10 front CV axles and hubs. I recently bought those. Those were way cheaper. For 2 CV axles and 2 hubs, I believe it was $150, so a lot cheaper, and I'm planning on taking the Honda CBR, building some kind of fully independent, long travel suspension system with those CV joints, with the Honda CBR, and I want to build some awesome go-kart, dune buggy, sand rail, whatever I call it, with the Honda CBR. That's my plan right now for the Honda CBR. Can't hear anything. Why? Some of you may be having audio issues. I'm trying to speak up as much as possible, but I don't know. It may be over here. We are having a snowstorm right now, so
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Some people seems like the audio's fine, and
some people say it's fine. Some people say it's not working. So it may be, you know, your connection or something. It may be ours. I don't really know. If it's not really working that well, maybe click off the video and click it again to see if that'll fix it.
Somebody wants to know if you're on the Paps too.
No, I don't drink that. I drink other stuff, which we
I
don't have.
tried. I really did try.
I don't like that kind of beer. Nah. Honestly, I'd rather do shots than beer. I can still hear you, but it's faint then loud.
Ethan says we need an SSR 170 now. He was the one that got the 125.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I want to try one of the 250s. I don't know if they're by SSR. They might be, but one of those Chinese 250 dirt bikes. I heard they ride like 150 RBs.
Is your Silverado four-wheel drive? It is not, unfortunately. As much as I love that truck, it does have its issues. Like the gas gauge doesn't work, the heater barely works, the air conditioning does not work. You know, a lot of stuff that's just broken. I've gotten that truck stuck in gravel driveways, and you know, unfortunately, it's not four-wheel drive. So, but it runs, it drives. I'm happy with it. I honestly wish I had a bigger truck so I could haul more stuff. The drive over here was really nerve-wracking because it's not, you know, how much, you know, when you're hauling a big load, it's not how much you can pull, it's how easily you can stop. And that's one thing that really made me nervous. My brakes are not that great on my truck, and you know, on these hills, it was when I was driving here, snowing for the last 7 hours while I was driving here. So, you know, if I had to slam on my brakes, I would have just jackknifed and, you know, caused some havoc.
Someone said you should get a 7.3. Someone else said a Suburban. Get like a 7.3.
Yeah.
They want to know what's going on with your Nissan and your Ranger as well.
The Ranger, it's just been cold out. I haven't really been motivated to work on it. And the Nissan, the hard body, the clutch went soft, so I think it needs a new slave cylinder, or one of the clutch lines is leaking fluid or something like that. But yeah, I've just been dailying the 7.3. I like driving that a lot more. The van, it's like more comfortable to drive. The heat works, you know, a lot stronger, and
Yeah.
I pretty much just been dailying that in the winter.
Somebody keeps, I see this, they want to know if you're ever going to do power steering on a go-kart.
I have, I've seen Redbeard use a Prius steering wheel to use that for power steering. I don't want to do that just yet because then I'll be copying the whole copying thing with, you know, one channel does something and then the other channel does it again. I try not to do that, so I want to do power steering, and I think that would be the easiest way to get a power steering off a Prius. Somebody was Ford or Chevy. I have to say Chevy because that's what I own. Originally, I was more of a Ford guy until I couldn't. When I was trying to buy a truck, I couldn't find any Ford trucks, and then I found the Chevy that I own now. And it was in my price range, so I just bought that.
I only drive Mopars.
I do want a bigger. The truck that I want is a Chevy Silverado 2500. That's the truck I want. It's not too big, but yet big enough to where you can haul more stuff.
How about a turbo go-kart?
Turbo go-kart, that'd be sweet.
I know that everybody wants to turbo a go-kart. It is not practical at all, I don't think. Just because, has any YouTuber been able to successfully do it?
I don't know, but it'd be cool.
It'd be cool. I don't think it's been truly done before, you know, when it actually works and creates boost. All it really does is spool up the turbo and make a cool noise. I don't believe it's practical at all. I think those engines are way too small and they don't produce enough boost, or they don't produce enough exhaust to create enough boost. That's my belief. I've been watching people try and do it. None of them have been successful. If somebody has been successful, I haven't seen it yet. So
Somebody said you could turbo the CBR.
is that a thing?
I don't know.
Turboing a motorcycle?
I mean, you can build one-off things, right?
Yeah.
Maybe different.
That's-
You could be the first one.
Yeah. I saw one.
And there's a couple more people wanted an update on my CRF 250R. I already said it once, but the motor just got done being built, so I just got to go pick up the motor and then start putting it all back together.
Yeah.
But yeah, there'll be another video on that coming up soon.
Turbo a weed whacker? Nah. Nope. Cars and Cameras turbo drift trike. If I was ever going to turbo something, I definitely wouldn't do a drift trike. I would do a go-kart. So that's one thing I kind of didn't really get that they did. Why did they do a drift trike?
I don't know. Something different though.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak negative of them, but you know that's just.
I'm more into 4-wheel drives myself. But
Yeah.
somebody, where did I just see that? What's your dream cars? Mine's a 70 Cuda. Just like the one in Phantasms. Have you ever seen that
Yeah.
movie?
I don't really have a dream car. I guess my dream car, I guess, would be some kind of Dodge truck, some kind of big Dodge truck, just because I'd be able to haul more stuff. And 4-wheel drive, I would love 4-wheel drive, just so I wouldn't, get stuck trying to get out of my driveway every morning when it's snowy.
I'd go Nissan Skyline, new Ford GT, and Tesla Roadster when it comes out next year.
Oh, we get to pick more than one.
All
Right, well, Hellcat and Superbird. How about that?
Yeah. Then I'll take a Lamborghini and throw in a Maserati then. Would you build a wheelie go-kart? That'd be kind of cool. I don't want to build a go-kart that just only does one thing. Maybe I could build it with my 2-speed transmission, so therefore I could do wheelies and go really fast. That's something I'd definitely do. Give a shout out. He has to be watching.
I doubt it.
Yeah, we got it. He's Can you show all of your builds? Something I try to do every now and again is a video where I pull out everything that I've built and everything that I have that I still have. I know I destroy a lot of the things I build. I believe like 80% of the stuff that I have made, I have destroyed it, either taken it apart or just not kept it up, and eventually just take parts off of it until it's nothing but a frame, and then I just bring the frame to the scrapyard. So
Somebody said put your 2-speed transmission on a mini bike.
I have thought about that. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that without making it so complicated and having 5 different chains. But I definitely want to try that, making, a 2-speed mini bike. I think that'd be really cool. If I did do that, I would try and do, have it have suspension, so therefore it'd be a much better mini bike. But then it gets a little too close to a dirt bike. So,
Hey Ethan, I've been doing pretty good. Just been pretty busy. But thanks for asking.
Yeah. Build a cross cart. That's something that I thought about doing with the Kawasaki Ninja engine that I just bought. So, still growing the build graveyard behind the shed. Yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger. All the stuff that I don't use, I just throw out behind my and I've showed it in a couple videos of behind my shed and the whole graveyard back there. But yeah, it's kind of getting a little. I definitely need to do a run to the scrapyard, get a lot of that stuff out of there. What's your most powerful go-kart of all? I think that would have to be the GS500 motorcycle engine powered go-kart, just because that has 52 horsepower with 6 gears. So I think that has to be the most powerful. Do a mudding cart with a snorkel and meaty tires. I'm kind of wanting to turn the dune buggy into that. Unfortunately, it's not 4-wheel drive, but I definitely, after reading all the comments of you guys not liking the tires that I have on the buggy and on the dual engine, I did recently, this for the next video. I don't want to spoil too much, but I did go to, not Tractor Supply. What's your Tractor Supply?
Rural King.
Rural King, and I bought same size tires, but more aggressive tread. I put them on the dune buggy, and it seems to have better traction. I've been looking on Amazon at some of these seriously, aggressively, these bigger tires with really aggressive tread. For super cheap on Amazon, I can get a set of 4 tires with tread this thick for $270. So I'm kind of wanting to buy that, get rims for it, put it on the dune buggy, and see how much that performs, and see how much better that handles with traction.
Somebody wants to know when your race season starts back up.
I guess the first one would be the beaver race that I did.
Bareback.
By
I
my
mean,
house.
yeah, I think that's the first one. But for the A-Works races, I forget which month they start. Sometime in spring. I have to look it up. Maybe like, oh, I don't know. I think they start in April. Maybe like the end of April, beginning of May. April might be the first one.
What about a racing mower?
Racing mower would be sweet.
We were thinking about doing some demolition derby cars too.
Yeah.
Something that I thought about is, what about, you know how they have bumper cars? What if we did something like bumper cars, but
With go-karts?
with go-karts? Just put a skirt on it that's super beefy, so we can just, you know, it would definitely have to have seat belts and everything. It wouldn't be able to, you know, the top speed would maybe go like 30 miles an hour, but I've thought about doing that, you know? It would, the skirt around it would have to be big enough to where, you know, because on go-karts or bumper carts, it's a level, you know, place that they drive it on, and we'd probably drive in the fields, so, you know, different, you know, potholes and stuff like that, we would have to make sure the skirt's big enough to where, you know, no matter which way we hit, it still hit the skirt.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, yeah. So something that's just overkill and probably wouldn't work. I don't know. Maybe we'll try it.
Will the race car do a wheelie? You know, it just did its first little wheelie today. Yeah, that'll be in an upcoming video.
Yeah, pulled the front wheels
Yeah.
in a drag strip.
Yeah.
Drag race. Sorry.
Try to build a engine wheelchair. That's, I don't know. I feel like if I built that, I'd have to end up being in a wheelchair for a little bit, just because that sounds like, I don't know. I don't know how I'd be able to pull that off. Make the lifted go-kart into a swamper. The only way I've thought about trying to make that thing four-wheel drive, but I think if I did a four-wheel drive go-kart, that would be the easiest frame to do it on, just because everything is a lot, you know, I have a lot of work underneath the seat that I could run chains and stuff like that. And I think, I don't know, maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try that with a motorcycle engine or something, or a quad engine. That'd be kind of cool.
They could go for it. They run something
Kramer
good.
does not have the single wheel dually anymore.
Oh no. When's your next Wellsville riding trip? Maybe when Kramer and the Hagler get back, we might have to take a Wellsville trip. We'll see. Everyone's busy with work and stuff, so it's
Yeah.
kind of hard. LT80, yeah. LT80 will get revived sooner or later. That's like that'll be a full restoration project, so make it like a mini Banshee. I don't know when though.
$20 horsepower trike. That'd be kind of cool, but I don't know.
Somebody wants a blaster update.
It's still, we got the parts, just haven't had time to work on it.
Keep the LT80 away from Kramer.
Smoke the tires off the dune buggy. I thought about that. I kind of wanted to do that, but we didn't have time. We've been kind of really busy, and you know, but I do want to do that eventually. Hopefully, it's not going to break.
How do you like the snow, Chris?
The snow is. I honestly, I hate the cold. I have such a hard time getting motivated going outside and working when it's like freezing cold out. But I like the snow. I hate the cold. I know that's, you know, kind of ridiculous, but I can't handle the cold that well. My hands get freezing. My feet go numb, and I almost get frostbite just from 30 degrees. So.
Somebody said you didn't give him, they gave you super chat. You gave a shout out to him.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to read the comments, and how long ago? We haven't had you.
I haven't
know
noticed any in a while.
I know you guys
Yeah,
get way more super
I didn't
chats than
see
I
it.
do. Where's all the super chats? That's if you want your it's not letting me go back up. If you want us to answer a question, do super chats and we'll try to get to that. I know a lot of you guys are trying to ask a lot of stuff. We're trying to answer every single question, but there's so many of them. Add nitrous to the dune buggy.
I just said that earlier.
I would definitely have to get that thing running better before I do that, but I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. I wonder how I'd do that because it's carbureted. Can you do it to carbureted?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that much about engines. That's another thing that kind of sucks. I'm not a mechanic, so you know. I know I never claimed to be a mechanic. Adam PF. You guys, you didn't ask any question, but thank you, Adam.
Shout out to Adam P.
Yeah.
Trey.
Thank you. I never claimed to be a mechanic. I know, you know, the videos of working on the dune buggy, trying to get that thing running. I get a lot of negative people saying that I don't know how to work on this stuff. I agree. I don't know how to work on this stuff. I'm good at building the frames. I'm not good at, you know, working on the engines. So
Hey, at least he tries. That's more than
At
other
least I
people would do.
try.
You know, that's how
Yeah.
you learn.
yeah, at least I'm trying. Yes.
Put a Harley engine in a dune buggy.
Ooh.
Shout out to Toaster Repair Bot.
Shout out to Toaster Repair Boy.
Shout out to I'm gonna try and not
Make a
Butch-
Briggs animal build.
Nanya
Nanya
Bignez.
Binez sending a second cause you are awesome. Make a Briggs animal build. What?
Sorry if we missed your first one.
Yeah, sorry if we missed your first one. Thank you.
I didn't think
But
we
what-
missed any, but
What's a Briggs animal build? What is that?
I'm not sure. I never heard of it.
Like a. Huh. Rather be welding, not rather be wrenching. Yes. Rather be welding. Bob's Barn Workshop. Yes, Chris, as I told you before, your junkyard materials and results astonished me. Great fabricator. Thank you so much, Bob. I try my best with, you know, building stuff. I hope it shows with how I make this stuff. I definitely wish I had more time to do a better job with this stuff, but it's because I'm trying to upload as many videos as possible. You know, one video a week is kind of how I make the videos is kind of, you know, really stressful. So I wish I had more time to take more time to do it a lot better, but I try to do it as best I can.
They said the Briggs animal is a race motor.
A race motor, huh? Well, I definitely have to Google that tonight. Yeah.
thank you, Ethan, by the way. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Sorry about asking again, but would you make a bigger transmission with more gears? I'm trying to figure out how I could possibly make my 2-speed transmission inside a gearbox case. I know that if I did that, then it's like, what's the point of that? Why don't I just get a quad engine that has everything already in there with a clutch and possibly reverse? But I have thought about trying to add more gears and, you know, making everything smaller, more compact. And honestly, I can't find, the only way I could do that is using gears. I can't find a website that sells gears. I need to look into it more, but I can't find a website that sells gears, and I don't even know what I would get. You know, the only way I'm able to build this stuff is if I'm able to hold it in my hand and figure out, you know, does this work? Does this fit over here? I have a hard time going online and looking at dimensions, and it's like, I don't really know. Will this work? I have no idea. So I definitely need to get better at that and try and. But I do want to try and see if I can make possibly a 3-speed with reverse gearbox. And if I did do that, I'd build it inside a housing and put oil in it so it lasts a lot longer.
Somebody asked about your shifter cart.
Shifter cart. I honestly wanted to bring it here. I wanted to bring the shifter cart, but I didn't have any room and we probably wouldn't have that much room to ride it. But I still have it. It still runs. That thing is a lot. I really want to take it somewhere where I can open it up and really see the top speed, because I know that it can go 67 miles an hour. That was going up a hill and not running as great as I know that motor can. I definitely want to tune that carburetor, because it's kind of running. It's either running rich or running lean. It's running one of those, so it's probably not great on the engine. But I really, the kind of thing that sucks is, with my riding videos, if I go slow in my neighborhood, because I'm in a neighborhood, I can't go fast. I can't just rip around my neighborhood. If I go slow, I get the comments, "Oh, you drive like my grandma." If I go fast, I get the other people saying, "Oh, you're a danger. You're setting a bad example. You need to be slowing down." So it's kind of like, what do I do? I can't win with that stuff. I'm in a neighborhood. I'm in my neighborhood that everybody in my neighborhood knows where I live. So if I tick anybody off in my neighborhood, they know exactly where I live, and they just send the cops to my house, which I've never had that done. Thank God have never had that happen, but I'm trying, to not have that happen. That's why I'm going slow, not really going as fast as I can. So, somebody asked me, can I TIG weld? Yes, I can TIG weld. For those of you who don't know, I actually have a full college degree in welding. I know some of you aren't really going to believe that, just because I don't always produce the best looking welds, but I do have a full college degree, and I have passed every single bend test with every single process and every single position. So, yes.
They want an update on the outside of quad.
Not much is new with them. We ride the one all the time, and then the one with the big car wheels on it. We just bought an exhaust for it yesterday at Cycle Salvage, so we're gonna put the exhaust on that, and then that way we don't have to put a jet kit in it, and it'll be a little more quiet, so we can ride it more now.
Do you trust your welds? Yes, I do. Even with my crappy MIG flux machine, I have done experiments, testing what kind of positions, will this weld hold with, just butting up 2 pieces of material, just welding a bead without putting anything in the material. And yeah, they hold up really well, even with my MIG flux machine. Now that I have my much better MIG solid welder, those welds are even a lot stronger. So yes, I definitely trust my welds. They haven't broken yet. I haven't really had, in the beginning when I first started welding, when I didn't go to college for it, I did occasionally have some welds break, but that was when I very first started welding with my MIG flux welder. But now I definitely do trust my welds. None of them have broken yet. Make a go-kart for jumping. I honestly hoped that was going to be the dual engine go-kart. I really want to jump that. I know, for those of you who haven't watched the first Quad Rashers collaboration video, Penny Pincher tried to jump the dual engine go-kart. It's just, the way it's set up, it would need a really long ramp, because if it's just a short ramp, the suspension just, absorbs all the shock, and it really doesn't get any air. So because of how the suspension is, it would need a lot of speed, which it can't really go that fast, unfortunately, and it would need a really big ramp to be able to jump. But I think it would definitely handle it. The way the suspension is, it would definitely handle a pretty big jump. Nothing too crazy, nothing over 10 feet in the air, but I think it would handle it.
Somebody wants to know if you can sell your frames.
I know I get a lot of people asking if I can sell this stuff, if I can sell this dune buggy or make them a go-kart. The thing is, if I sold a frame, it would have to be every single part you buy for that frame would have to be you can buy it somewhere. With how I build this stuff, I make a lot of parts for it, and that's another thing. Almost all my builds like 80% of the parts that are on there are custom made or I've made them myself. So really, if anything like that, if any of these A-arms broke, if any of the spindles broke, you wouldn't really be able to fix it yourself because you couldn't just, it's not like a razor. It's not like a commercial available product. You can't just go on a website and buy, new shocks or new A-arms or new parts of the frame because because I made them, there's only one of that part. So I have thought about, selling this stuff. If I sold something, I would definitely have to make sure everything is, either replaceable, with, that you can buy from a company, or strong enough that it will not break. So I do eventually want to sell some stuff. I'm still trying to figure out how I could do that with not liability, but if you guys say one of you guys bought one of my go-karts and drove it and got hurt, you would be able to, I believe, sue me because of something that happened. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I could sell something without having repercussions of any damage that may happen to that person because of riding my machine. How would that work? Would I?
No, you'd have to consult some legal help on that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen a few people were asking about using liquid cooled snowmobile motors. Honestly, we kind of did the snowmobile thing, so we're probably gonna try something different for our next build.
I haven't done the snowmobile thing yet. I have thought about possibly replacing the engines on the dual engine go-kart with snowmobile engines, with 2 snowmobile engines, just because they seem to go a lot faster than Predator engines, obviously, and they have a lot of power. And plus, they're tiny. They're super lightweight. They're tiny. That's something I would love to do. But if I did that, I would have to find 2 exactly identical engines that run the same and stuff like that, and I probably wouldn't buy them brand new, so that'd kind of be hard to do. Will you make a mini trailer to pull behind the dune buggy? To haul stuff around? I don't know if I'd do that. I could, I have a trailer, and I actually welded a tow ball onto the 2-speed go-kart, and I was actually towing my trailer that I bought, my 6x10 trailer that I brought here. I was actually towing that around for the first week before I came down here with my 2-speed go-kart, so, but I don't know.
Somebody said we should do something with tracks.
Yes. The thing about tracked vehicles is you would have to have a really big engine to be able to turn the tracks. If we made the tracks ourselves, we could make them lightweight, but I've Googled and I've tried to find companies that make tracks. That really the only companies that make them are for like backhoes and
snowmobile tracks.
Huh. Yeah. I've never thought of that. That's how wide are they though? That'd be,
I guess.
imagine 2. That's pretty wide. Aren't they like not that long though?
They're long, as long as the tunnel.
Really?
Yeah.
I've honestly never thought about that. That's
Kind of like kids' snowmobiles. Take
Yeah.
the tracks from them.
yeah.
They make
Maybe
little ones.
maybe take 2 of the tracks and put them together.
I don't think
know
it'd
how
be
they'd
too
work.
terribly fast, but it'd be fun. Yeah.
It would go everywhere. It probably wouldn't be a something for speed, but it would probably be something for like never getting stuck or getting stuff unstuck, towing stuff. Look up the DTV shredder. That really sounds familiar. I think I know what that is. That's use a 0-turn lawnmower for the engine. I could probably make my own tracks. I have seen people make their own tracks, and honestly, it really doesn't look that hard. You just need to figure out a way to make it pivot and figure out a way to make it grip the road. So I think making tracks would honestly be easier.
And you should get a dog.
Yeah.
Might have to get a dog.
Yeah, definitely.
We have the cat now, and now we need a dog.
You should get a CNC plasma table.
Yeah, that's There's so many different pieces of equipment that I want to have. It's just right now, I bought my vertical mill, I bought that new welder, I bought that trailer, and I'm trying to save up as much money as possible. So therefore, in the springtime, I can buy a bunch of property and own my own shop and build my own shop. So, maybe after that, then I'll start acquiring a lot more pieces of equipment. But for now, I think what I have is enough. CNC cost is $13,000. Yeah, I don't think I can afford that right now, especially definitely not now. CNC plasma DIY costs $1,200. That's not bad. That's in my price range. That'd definitely be awesome. I'd love one of those things.
They look like Imagine Dragons.
I actually really like that band. Who's saying that? Who looks
Matt Leonardo?
Who looks like Imagine Dragons? All of us, or I don't know. I love that band. Whatever happened to the mini motorcycle? I still have that frame. I've thought about rebuilding it. I actually did rebuild it once with a new engine because wasn't that the one that burst into flames? I believe that's the project that burst into flames when me and my friends were riding at night. Then I rebuilt it with a Predator engine and then took it apart. I still have the frame though. That's definitely something I'd love to rebuild.
Utility go-kart.
We should make a utility go-kart that has light bars, winch, tools, and stuff like that. I've thought about that. But it wouldn't be really practical. It would be practical if, for like an area like right here. Wouldn't that be the same thing as like a tractor? We could just use a tractor. I'm assuming you guys mean for like pulling stuff out when they get stuck and.
Yeah, that would need. That should be a go-kart with tracks and a winch.
Yeah. Track, winches on both sides, light bars on all sides. That'd be pretty cool. What are you gonna build when you get home? First, when I get home, I'm gonna play around with my new Kawasaki Ninja motorcycle. See if I definitely want to change the oil. The oil really looks black, and I definitely want to. I'm trying to figure out what to do with that thing. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I recently bought. We all went to Cycle Salvage. I cannot remember that name. We all went to Cycle Salvage, and I bought a 2008 Kawasaki Ninja 650R motorcycle. It's totaled, unfortunately. It was laid down on the left side. The plastics on the front are totally bashed in. The gas tank's bashed in. The headlight's missing, and one of the foot pegs is missing, and the handlebars are all bent together. But the engine still runs. It still turns over. You turn the key, everything still works. So really, it's more cosmetic issues that that's on that thing. But I'm really trying to figure out because I've always wanted a motorcycle. I've always wanted a Kawasaki Ninja, and the one I bought is like the perfect size for me. I've always told myself that if I ever get a motorcycle, I do want to get something that's under 250cc, just because I don't honestly trust myself with a big crotch rocket motorcycle, just because when I'm always riding this stuff, I'm always just wanting to go faster, and if I have a motorcycle that's able to do like 200 miles an hour, I feel like I'm just gonna be put in the hospital real fast. So I've thought, I've been trying to look for my first motorcycle, being a 250, maybe like a 250 Honda, but I may have to fix this 650 motorcycle, the Kawasaki Ninja. I may have to fix it up and ride that thing, or I could do what I was originally planning on doing with it and taking the engine out and building some awesome go-kart with that.
See, I can see him build a It's kind of tough to find small diesel engines that aren't all clapped out.
Yeah, diesel engines are not cheap, and I know they're really reliable, but they're really expensive. So buying a diesel engine that's big enough to build something with would definitely not be cheap. I'd honestly rather use a motorcycle engine. They have more power than a diesel engine probably for the same amount of size, I'm assuming. Plus they have gears, a clutch, and they're really reliable.
Yeah, plus getting the gearing right, so you can get much RPMs out of a diesel anyway.
Yeah, I know. A diesel would be perfect for a track vehicle.
Yeah.
That would be.
Or amphibious or something like we were
Yes.
talking about earlier.
Alright, I just read. Where was it? Somebody asked me. Oh, here we go. RC car guys, can you get better tires for your stuff? I know. Okay, I get it. The V-tread tires, they're more for on-road and light off-road work. And what we're doing over there in the field, it's a swamp over there. So those tires are not really the best for over there. My next video that I'm going to be uploading is putting more knobby tires on the dune buggy. That's the next video. And I recently did that. And I still even want to get better tires for it. I've been looking on eBay and Amazon, and I found a really cool set of like really knobby tires. That's I believe they were 25-inch, tires, and I think the tread looks like it's like that thick. So, and those tires were $270, really cheap. So I do eventually want to get those tires and put those on the dune buggy and see how much that improves it. So yes, I know. Okay, I get it. I do read the comments. I know you guys don't like those tires, and I am planning on, and I am trying and planning on getting better tires for most of my machines. Make a go-kart with a dump bed. That's kind of wouldn't be really practical, would it? It's
At that point, you're better off just getting a side by side.
yeah, just get a side by side.
Just
You know.
build your own side by side.
Yeah, that'd be
Build one that looks like the others.
amphibious diesel go-kart. Yeah, we just said that. Alright, I'm not seeing any super chats. You guys really,
Stingy.
I know it. I know. I don't want to be greedy, but that's how we, read your questions. If you really want to, if we're
Support
ignoring
the
you,
channel.
if you want to support the channel, that's the way you can do it. If you also want to support the channel, I do have merchandise. I have mentioned this in one of my videos or a couple of my videos. I do have merchandise. I put links in the description below to most of my recent videos where you can find this merchandise. And if you go on Teespring, T-E-E, Spring, is that it? I believe, yeah. Teespring, and just type in Rather Be Welding, just like my channel name. You can find my whole listing of merchandise. There we go. Haha, 1, 2, 3. Haha, 1, 2, 3. $1. Thank you. Thank you. Haha. I guess that's his name.
Shout out to haha 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. What time is it there? It is 10:41. What time is it over there? That's a. Check out my monster quad with 4-foot wheels. Man.
That's what we need.
Yeah. Do you watch Roadkill? I saw you put Roadkill stickers on your dune buggy. I love that TV show Roadkill. I honestly want to become like that channel. Just I want to because they work on cars and they drive them and all that stuff. I want to build stuff and then drive it, break it, fix it, all that kind of stuff. I love that show. All right, Sunya Binez. Y'all-
Nunya Binez.
Nunya
Shout
Binez.
out to Nunya.
Shout out to Nunya Binez. Y'all are cool. Just make sure you don't miss us. Okay.
We won't miss you.
We
guys.
won't miss.
Wait, what?
Sam, shout out to Sam Cool. Tire chains for the buggy. We looked. Did we look? I think we looked, and we couldn't find tire chains for a 20-inch tire, but we tried doing that. We couldn't find it. We honestly should have bought the little bit bigger ones, and we should have just cut some of the links and welded it together, and
They
just
might.
made them work.
They might have tractor or garden tractor chains.
Yeah, we looked a little bit. but we really didn't look into it that much. We probably could have found some, but
For the sake of time, you just wanted to
Yeah.
buy other tires.
for the sake of time, which actually took a lot. That took what, 2 days to get those tires on? I had a nightmare doing that. Can you make a 6x6? That kind of be something where it's like it's not really practical to ride unless you have acres and acres of woods. So if I do eventually have one day acres and acres of woods, then yes, I'd probably build a 6x6. A dually would be cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I thought about trying to do a dually on the dual engine, having one engine, swing arm, having 2 tires. But that would be a little bit too much. It wasn't really practical. It wouldn't fit, and I would have had to increase the tire, the wheel span with that. So it wouldn't have worked out. Do you go to AB Tech? I used to. That's where I got my degree in welding. Yes, I went to AB Tech from Asheville, North Carolina. I went there for 4 years, I believe, and yeah, I love that school. It's not the best. The teachers aren't the best. They definitely have their interesting way of teaching you how to weld stuff, it's more of just there's your welders, go figure it out, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, that's where I went to school. What about that mini motorcycle that had the transmission on it? The what? Oh, are you talking about the my very first mini motorcycle, the black frame with my custom-made 2-speed belt setup? I still have that frame, and I definitely want to do, yeah, I definitely want to eventually rebuild it.
Bayside Customs. Look up a 6.5 horsepower truck on YouTube.
Yeah.
I see. Asked that a couple times too.
Alright. Well, yeah, definitely do that. Favorite welding process, I have to say, is TIG. TIG, I'm not the best at it. I used to be a lot better, and then I started getting a shaky hand when doing it. But I love TIG welding just because you're really able to take your time and produce a beautiful looking weld. Alright, so do you think how long have we been on?
My phone's on 1%, so I quit
Really?
reading. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how long we've been on?
I do.
It's
An hour.
an hour and 11 minutes. Alright, we gotta wrap it up because unfortunately I'm leaving tomorrow, and we have to load up my truck with all these dune buggies and stuff, and so I can leave at a semi-early time tomorrow. So yeah, should we end it? Let's
He will drink this for $50.
He will. He will.
No,
Yeah.
just kidding. Just kidding.
I would drink it for $50
Yeah. Do we want to do that?
if the payment actually. Yeah.
Or should we do that, or should we end it?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't. Does somebody have a spare $50 just to, just to watch him drink it? Alright, I think we should
I
end
think
it.
it's a no.
Yeah, nobody's taking the bite.
No,
Give it a check.
not
Sam
doing it for
Cool.
$5.
$5. No, we're not doing it. Maybe a sip for $5.
That's all you.
There,
Mm.
there we go. There we go. That's, I guess, what we did. All right, let's wrap it up. So anyway, thank you all for watching this live stream. We gotta end it here. Any last things you guys want to say?
Yeah, this new Quad Racers video coming tomorrow. Check us out,
Yeah,
and I think that's pretty much it.
yeah.
So wish him safe travels home. Thanks
Yeah.
for watching.
Hopefully-
I'd rather be welding fans.
Nice to meet you. Don't dip your shirts in the toilet.
Okay, how do I end it?
Throw your phone against the wall.
Huh? No. How do for real?
Drop
How
it
do,
in the street again.
Dip
X?
in the toilet.
Okay, there we go. See you later, guys.